Ever seen a news anchor accidentally fart on live TV, or taking an interview being drunk, or a celebrity trip and fall mid-interview? Some moments are so awkward they make you cringe, and we've got the best of them right here. A US anchor turned a chaotic moment into a flawless broadcast. During a live report at a Florida Panthers game, a rowdy Golden Knights fan tried to interrupt. Without hesitation, she shut him down with style and kept her coverage on track. She didn't flinch, didn't stumble, just pure professionalism in action. Two anchors were casually chatting before their news coverage when one had no idea they were live. She mentioned looking pale, completely unaware of the cameras rolling. Her co-anchor quickly nudged her with an elbow, signaling they were on air. Realizing the slip, she instantly shifted into professional mode, smoothly continuing the broadcast without missing a beat.
I'm so pale.
You're on it.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
A female anchor thought they were off air and casually stretched her arms in the air, fully relaxed. She assumed she was in the background, unseen by viewers, but in reality, the cameras were live, capturing everything. The moment she realized, she quickly pulled herself together and was embarrassed of her act.
Okay.
A female anchor had a funny yet embarrassing moment when her tongue slipped on live TV. She meant to say blind, but the wrong word came out.
But he's gay. He's gay, excuse me, he's blind.
Realizing the mistake, she paused briefly, visibly flustered, but her fellow anchor covered this situation.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. He's gay, excuse me, he's blind. So we'll hear about that.
Okay, as we head to the break, a look at this.
Sometimes the news is so funny that even the anchor can't hold back. While reporting on surgery, he tried to stay serious, but the situation was just too hilarious. The details caught him off guard, and before he knew it, he burst into laughter. He tried to regain control, but the moment had already taken over the broadcast.
The patient was released from the hospital this week and said it's the first time in years I've been able to cross my legs.
A simple chat about games took a weird turn when a co-anchor shifted the focus to his bow tie, making some odd remarks. The awkwardness filled the air as his colleague responded with a straight-faced, "I think we should go."
Looks like you got a new one.
Yeah,
It looked like a birthday present and all that.
thank you. So you want to open me? Find out what's in?
It's cold and I don't know. I guess no comment.
I think it's just best we go. We'll be right back.
A live news broadcast in Toronto took an awkward turn when Storm the Weather Dog rejected a treat on air. The pup casually spits it onto the anchor desk, leaving his human co-hosts struggling to keep it together.
It's a good dog, eh?
Yeah, you've done some emotional support. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. Okay.
A Miami morning show got an unexpected laugh when a newscaster accidentally let a little more than words slip on live TV. While discussing a car-sized hot dog, the moment took an unexpected turn, leaving their co-hosts stunned and struggling to hold back laughter. The light-hearted segment quickly became unforgettable as the accidental sound stole the spotlight.
It was a night.
There you go. Good deal. A romantic night in a Wienermobile. What? Sorry.
Right. And it coincides with the first 3 days of Lollapalooza, so.
During Hurricane Edward's coverage, a news anchor faced an unexpected wardrobe issue when his luggage arrived late and rain started pouring. With no other option, his photographer lent him a jacket to wear on air. To him, it was an old Eastern Airlines jacket, and the logo became the unexpected star of the broadcast. As he discussed the storm's details, the camera seemed fixated on the logo, unintentionally turning it into the focus of the segment instead of the hurricane updates.
Something's going on.
That's right, Janetta. The rain has moved in. You just showed us the radar, and the first squall has moved in off the bay and the sound. Behind me is near Nantucket Sound, and beyond that, you can see the waves crashing.
Sometimes people face embarrassing moments online. Like this lady, she had a wardrobe malfunction and didn't even realize it. Cameras caught everything. Viewers noticed before she did. comments flooded in. Some laughed, some sympathized. Clips spread fast. She kept going, unaware. But the moment lived on.
Llega la hora de la competición en Pekín tras una ceremonia de apertura que no ha defraudado, ha cumplido con las expectativas, Manu.
Ha estado muy bien en general, pero sé seguro con qué momento te quedas.
El del encendido.
A man was giving a live interview on a famous channel. Suddenly, his son walked into the room. Instead of staying calm, he panicked. His voice got louder. His hands waved wildly. Viewers watched in surprise. His son stood there, clueless. The man kept shouting, trying to fix the situation. His face showed pure panic. In my opinion, this man only overreacted.
What would you say in those circumstances? Oh, I think you've got to...
What? I'm on live telly! Get out of it! Get out of my office! I'm on you little twat! Sorry.
So, another moment happened here when Dr. Claire Wenham was giving an interview to the BBC News channel on local lockdowns when her daughter interrupted. But she handled the situation wisely. Instead of yelling and shouting like the previous guy, she diverted her daughter's attention somewhere else and completed the statement she was saying before.
Do we now think that Public Health England is publishing what everybody needs to see, right down to a sort of local government level? And in that case, do we say, well, Leicester's been useful, we've got an example, and we're improving our systems as a result?
Yes, so we're hoping so, and it's a learning process. So now we're moving to this new approach of...
During a live broadcast outside the High Court, the anchor's report was interrupted. Out of nowhere, a joker appeared and began showering him with leaves. The anchor tried to stay focused, but the unexpected chaos made it difficult. Leaves rained down, swirling around him. Despite the distraction, the anchor held his composure. He continued speaking, ignoring the joker's antics.
Because if Mary, the weaker twin, does die for any reason... I'm sorry about that, we do have some strange characters down here at the High Court. But if he does go ahead with the operation, they do need to do it within 2 to 4 hours.
Live TV interruptions are common, but sometimes the anchor needs to handle them carefully to keep things respectful and avoid offending anyone. In this case, while the anchor was sharing details of a particular situation, some opponents suddenly appeared in the background. Instead of reacting harshly, the anchor kept his calm.
Live, and I just love this kind of crisp fall feel.
It has that feel to it, doesn't it?
10newsunfair.com. 10newsunfair.com.
You know what? Why don't we come back in just a minute, guys? It's a good idea. Thank you, Lauren.
In seconds, she went from weatherwoman to unintentional comedian. Our courageous reporter braves Iceland's frigid shores to confront the wrath of nature. An unexpected visitor, a flying fish, is brought in abruptly by a huge wave. She is thrown to the ground when it smacks her in the face.
I'm here at Barry Island Beach, and there's no sign to stop.
During a live report, a cat suddenly jumped into the frame, interrupting the CBC reporter. Instead of reacting aggressively, the reporter stayed calm and composed. He gently turned to the kitty, smiled, and said, "Bless you," showing his love for animals. His smooth handling of the situation was impressive. While others might have gotten flustered, he kept the focus on the report without creating any tension. The way he interacted with the cat made it clear that he wasn't just professional, but also had a deep appreciation for animals.
How much money the West Island SPCA says they need to... Oh, bless you.
While a reporter was giving a live broadcast on the roadside, a man suddenly grabbed her microphone. He started saying foolish things, completely interrupting her report. The moment was awkward and the reporter looked stunned. She tried to regain control of the situation but couldn't avoid the embarrassment. It was an unexpected disruption that caught everyone off guard.
The 3 victims were part of a CXS...
Jordanian TV just gave us the debate of the century, minus the actual debating. 2 passionate journalists turned their war of words into an all-out studio smackdown. These media pros decided their opposing views needed a little more physical expression. Next thing you know, the fresh TV set transformed into what looked like a tornado's aftermath. Chairs went flying, tables did cartwheels, and the carefully crafted studio backdrop probably wished it had called in sick that day. They broke everything. Who needs civil discourse when you can turn your professional workspace into a spontaneous wrestling ring? This reporter might deserve recognition for his unusual approach to investigative reporting. While covering a story, he encountered a grill powered by 6,000 watts of electricity. Despite the clear danger, he decided to touch it, ignoring the obvious risk. The result was exactly what anyone would expect. He got an electric shock. The incident left viewers stunned as it unfolded. It's often said that common sense isn't as common as we think, and this moment proved it.
Rookie TV reporter Andy Kagan. Perhaps instead of filming the signs, this newsman should have read them.
As you can imagine, having 6,000 volts running through your body is not a comfortable experience.
Even though he thought he'd done his homework, he forgot this fence carried a powerful punch. Oh! Maybe next time he'll find a better way to jumpstart his career.
Two anchors were discussing poverty, rising prices, and the impact of calamities on air when an unexpected guest stole the spotlight, a wasp. As the insect buzzed into view, the female co-anchor noticed it and shouted in surprise, catching everyone off guard. The serious tone of the segment quickly shifted as the moment turned chaotic. The unexpected outburst brought laughter and confusion, turning the segment into an awkward and humorous scene.
And then we talked about inflation raising those prices so much.
And you're literally buying it for one night.
I know. So this is a great resource for these families.
It's on you. There's a wasp. Go to the see, once again,
One of the most embarrassing moments in the entire video happened when the host began sharing facts with the guest. The host's facial expression said it all. He looked so proud as he declared, "You got it all right." The tone felt twisted and insincere, leaving viewers uncomfortable. To make it worse, this was the same man caught in a scandal for pleasuring himself during a Zoom call. The sarcasm of his confidence at that moment added to the awkwardness, making it hard to take him seriously. His behavior turned the situation into something unforgettable for all the wrong reasons.
You were on a Zoom call with your colleagues from the New Yorker magazine. Everyone took a break for several minutes, during which time you were caught masturbating on camera. You were subsequently fired from that job after 27 years of working there. And you since then have been on leave from CNN. Do I have all that right?
You got it all right, sad to say.
During a live broadcast, viewers witnessed a deeply concerning moment when a reporter suddenly collapsed mid-segment. The incident unfolded in real time, leaving both the audience and crew uncertain about the reporter's condition in those crucial moments. The broadcast feed continued briefly as studio colleagues rushed to provide immediate assistance.
Od danas počinje sa radom novi telefonski servis 041 333 041, ja se izvinjavam.
It wasn't a truly embarrassing moment, just a simple sneeze. However, for some women, even something as natural as sneezing becomes a matter of dignity. This small incident felt significant to her, even though others likely saw it as completely normal and harmless.
Race for a bruising battle in Saturday's CAF Champions League preliminary round return leg at the Nyan.
A lady reporter was doing a live weather report outdoors. She's talking away, microphone in hand, when a fluffy golden retriever suddenly appears. This playful pup decides the mic looks like a fun toy and grabs it. The reporter's surprised but laughs it off and runs towards him. The dog runs around, proud of its new stick, while the camera keeps rolling.
До 8 плюс 9 градусов. Стоять! Иди сюда! Эй, стой! Стой! Стоять! Ну, судя по всему, связь с нашим...
Jeff Koinang struggled to read the news, creating an awkward moment on air. It's unclear whether he was drunk or simply forgot to wear his glasses. Either way, viewers noticed his unusual behavior, which made the situation even more uncomfortable and hard to ignore.
The pews as churches guarded the pulpit. Deputy President William Ruto and his troops refrained and had the need to call to the respect of the altar. Instead, took his role outside the church after attending the church service.
A TV host once said, "Pussy, get out of my pants," and the comment left everyone on set laughing uncontrollably. Deb Knight made the funny remark casually, but most people couldn't help interpreting it with a double meaning. The unexpected nature of the comment took over the moment, and the laughter continued as others tried to regain composure.
Now these little babies are so overwhelmed that they've started wearing your clothes.
That's cute.
Pussy, get out of my pants.
It's very cute.
There we go.
There you go.
Have you ever seen a dog, not just any dog, but one that knows how to honk? This hilarious moment had news anchors bursting into laughter as they watched the clever canine in action. The honking dog quickly stole the spotlight, showing off its unexpected talent. Animals have a way of making us smile, and their funny antics only make them more lovable. This dog's unique skill was no exception, creating a moment of pure joy for everyone watching.
That is Diamond. A couple had stopped at the subway in Grove City for some lunch when they saw this little dog barking and honking at its owner to hurry up.
That is hilarious.
Todd's about to lose it. But seriously, what a sassy dog.
Look, the boss.
Hosts sometimes have to pretend things are real, even when they're not. One embarrassed host found themselves in such a situation, forced to act as if it was Christmas in July. They played along, smiling and engaging as if it made perfect sense. The awkwardness was hard to miss, but the host managed to keep the show going. Pretending for entertainment can lead to funny or uncomfortable moments.
There we go.
Natalia's brought back the muff. It's very practical, the muff.
What are you talking about?
And cars lost it, Natalia.
It's keeping your hands warm.
Exactly. Exactly. A whole host of things that you could do with that. All right. Stop it. I think we should move on.
During a live broadcast, a news reporter's eyes appeared to glitch, sparking curiosity and wild theories. However, this seems to be nothing more than a communication error in the broadcast. Such glitches often occur due to a screen repaint artifact. When the screen refreshes, it attempts to store only the changing areas of the image. In this case, as the reporter blinked, the eye region's data was refreshed, but the rest of her face had shifted slightly downward. This caused the lower eyelid and eyelashes to display outdated data.
Forces and protecting the population and minimizing civilian casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency doctrine. Civilian casualties have long been a cornerstone of the counterinsurgency doctrine.
The live show was in full swing, with the host and his co-anchor radiating energy and charm. Out of nowhere, the on-screen reporter revealed a shocking tidbit. The host had been caught sipping cloud wine. The camera switched back to the studio, showing the host's embarrassed smile. His co-anchor burst into laughter, making the moment even funnier. The audience couldn't stop laughing, turning the awkward slip into a memorable highlight.
In the Barossa Valley, sitting back, watching footy, drinking Shiraz. Talk about living on cloud wine.
Oh my goodness.
You little star, you.
He just took that to a whole new level.
I'm in. I'm going to go and...
On cloud wine.
A news reporter accidentally got high on live TV while covering a story about soldiers burning massive piles of marijuana and coca leaves. After weeks of searching this rugged area, the size of Wales, the soldiers finally destroyed the drugs. However, as the reporter narrated, the smoke from the burning substances filled the air. Struggling to focus, he stumbled over his words, repeatedly saying, "Behind me, soldiers burning drugs, soldiers burning huge piles." His slurred speech and chaotic delivery made the segment unintentionally hilarious.
And so, after weeks of painstakingly searching this rugged area the size of Wales, finally some kind of reward. As behind me, these soldiers gather and burn huge piles of coca leaves and marijuana. The drug barons themselves may have escaped the net this time, but their evil wares have not.
A live TV debate in Georgia erupted into absolute mayhem when two politicians turned the studio into a battleground. What started as a heated argument quickly escalated into a full-blown fistfight, leaving the host and crew scrambling. Microphones flew, chairs screeched, and shouts echoed as the politicians lunged at each other like boxers in a ring. The camera captured every chaotic second, with one participant grabbing the other by the collar while the set nearly collapsed. Viewers couldn't believe their eyes as the debate turned into a scene worthy of an action movie, complete with chaos, rage, and shattered dignity.
მოგიტობაძის პოზიციები პირდაპირ არის რუსული წისქვილის ხაზზე დამსხველი. ანუ ჩვენ იგი ხარ, ფიქრები ხარ.
მოგიტობაძე არის კითხული, ჩვენ ვარ კითხული, ბიჭო.
ამოვიწიო?
ძალიან ხო. გადაცემა დასრულებულია, მე მოდიშოხდი მამყურებელს. ზაზა.
In the middle of a serious news interview, an adorable furry gatecrasher stole the show. The pup wandered right into frame, turning a straight-faced interview into an instant comedy special. The reporter couldn't help but burst into laughter as their unexpected four-legged guest decided to make this broadcast a little more awesome.
Look at that dog.
Just another day in work-from-home broadcasting. Serious commentary suddenly turns into comedy gold when a cat decides his owner's head makes the perfect broadcast platform.
We tolerate this. If in every gay position of this state.
His cat decided to perch on his shoulder during a TV interview about the recent ousting of a Polish Supreme Court judge. And the best part is, the man seems completely unfazed by the whole thing and continues the interview with the cat on his shoulders.
Political passion hit new heights, literally, in Sao Paulo, when a mayoral debate turned into an impromptu wrestling match. One candidate apparently decided regular debating was too boring and went full furniture flinging mode, launching a chair at their rival. The chair-throwing candidate got the boot faster than you can say democracy in action, proving some campaign moves definitely don't win votes.
Você não é homem nem para fazer isso. Você não é homem.
Não, Datena.
Vai.
Não. Nossos comerciais, por favor.